Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here again with Jaden. Hey Jaden, how are you?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Today we're going to be getting into Blackpink, the Blackpink debut. So their first two songs they kind of released kind of together back in 2016, Whistle and Boombayah. I don't think you have heard these, correct?
No.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into it.
Hey boy, make 'em whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, make 'em whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up, 너무 아름다워 널 잊을 수가 없어 그 눈빛이 아직 나를 이렇게 설레게 해 boom boom 24, 365 오직 너와 같이 하고파 낮에도 이 밤에도 이렇게 너를 원해 yeah. 모든 남자들이 날 매일 check out 대부분이 날 가질 수 있다 착각 절대 많은 건 원치 않아 맘을 원해 난 넌 심장을 도려내 보여봐 아주 씩씩하게 때로 씩씩하게 so hot 내가 어쩔 줄 모르게 해 나지막히 불러줘 내 귓가에 도는 휘파람처럼 이대로 지나치지 마요 너도 나처럼 날 잊을 수가 없다면 널 향한 이 마음은 fire 내 심장이 빠르게 뛰잖아 점점 가까이 들리잖아 휘바람 휘바람 바람 바람 Can you hear that? 휘바라바라바라밤 휘바람 휘바람 바람 바람 Can you hear that? 휘바라바라바라밤 Hold up 아무 말
Okay, hold up. What are your thoughts? I've never seen this video. I've done the acoustic version of this. This is a lot different. It's got a good bass line. I say that.
You said this is their debut. This is like one of their debut songs?
It is their debut. Yeah.
So it's still extravagant, but like you could tell like this is just not at the same level of extravagance as like their later videos. If that makes sense. And in some way I'm like, okay, I see why people like really caught on to y'all. It's just
Right.
like it's a way of like just debuting and like putting yourself on the scene and stuff like that. And I don't know, I'm really appreciating this.
Yeah. Can you hear the bass line? You don't have headphones on. If you did, you could hear like the bass is just ridiculous. I mean, it is very different than the acoustic that I did. Definitely. So what videos of them have you seen? Like what newer songs?
I just remember like, oh God, what is it called? What is it called?
How you like that?
Yeah.
Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now,
Yeah,
look at me.
yeah. Like that is just like, it's weird. Like it's still like over the top and like, it's still over the top, but it's just like at a different level of over the top. Like it just feels
Right.
like, okay, well, this one had a stupid budget. Well, this one had an even bigger budget, you know?
Right. Yeah, they've gotten progressively bigger. No doubt about that. Yeah, it kind of threw me off the part where it kind of slows down, which again is a typical thing they do. Just you getting this rap and this like heavy bass, and then it's just like, oh, it's all gone. It's slower, but it kind of I think it gives it a little bit of durability though, even if it throws you off at first because it's less predictable, I guess.
It's like different, but at the same time, it's like an old TV show that you've been watching for a long time. Like you've been watching later season, but then you go back to the first one, you're like, oh, this is where you started.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
It kind of had a slight like country something to it, that little part, if you know what I mean. The rapping is good. I mean, they're good rappers, definitely.
하지마, just whistle to my heart 그 소리가 지금 나를 이렇게 설레게 해 boom boom 생각은 지루해 느낌이 every day all day 내 곁에만 있어줘 zoom zoom 언제나 난 styling 도도하지만 네 앞에 some darling 뜨거워지잖아 like a desert island 널 알아갈수록 울려대는 맘속 그만 내빼 넘어와라 내게 boy 이든 checkmate 게임은 내가 win 난 널 take it 안아줘도 세게 눈가를 가로채하기 전에 내가 이대로 지나치지 마요 너도 나처럼 나를 잊을 수가 없다면 널 향한 네 마음 fire 내 심장이 빠르게 뛰잖아 점점 가까이 들리잖아 휘바람 바람 Can you hear that? 휘바라바라바라밤 휘바람
You're gonna learn some Korean today, man. We para means a whistle. Just saying we para. They had like a car full of goldfish or something.
It's just like, I don't know. Just to reiterate, it's such a different level. I don't know. You know, like you can really just appreciate where an artist comes from, like from certain things. Like this is one of those things. I'm like, wow, I'm really happy for you. Like
I mean, I think it's so good though, and I think it's impressive as like your very first song that you did. And it's kind of memorable too. It's kind of got like a minimal quality to it. Nice bass line. Yeah.
It still feels like it's one of those things of like I'm still trying to figure out who I am or who we are as like a whole, but at the same time it's like like I don't know how to explain it, like, but it's like it's just different enough to be like, okay, this is its own little thing. But like 2 seasons later from now, it's like we already have everything down packed 100%, you know?
Right. Yeah, but one thing about them is they do a lot of variety, so they can go from like a straight hip hop song to a very poppy song to experimental. So, yep.
Can you hear that? This beat got me feeling like 바람처럼 스쳐가는 흔한 인연이 아니길 많은 말은 필요 없어 지금 너의 곁에 나를 데려가줘 Make a whistle like a missile Boom, boom Every time I show up blow up Make a whistle like a missile, bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up,
I gotta say, make them whistle like a missile. That is just really catchy to me. I don't know. It's just simple but memorable. Make them whistle like a missile. And then at the end there, they kind of like brought in some type of instrument that made it like really, I don't know, more heavy with a lot more going on. I don't know if you noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty cool.
I liked it. I think that. Well, there was one part I didn't like. I don't know who was singing the breakdown. The first person who was singing that breakdown. I don't know what was happening.
You mean like the bridge where it kind of slowed down a little bit?
Yeah. When it slowed down, and it was like it was like the two people singing, like singular. Or maybe it was one person, but it sounded like two people.
Right.
And the first person just wasn't here for that. I don't know what was happening right there, but just wasn't here for that. But. Yeah. Everything else, like I think this is just such a good song. It's like it's just very polished.
I agree, and the acoustic is pretty good too. Very different, but so good. All right, and this is their Boombayah. It debuted, I think, like right after. I'm not sure, same time or right after.
Would you say like that was the song that like really made them blow up?
Well, it was the song that introduced them, no doubt. I mean, it was the first song, and it was successful. I mean. But no, that their songs like now are way bigger. Like the one I'm about to put on, Boombayah's got over 1 billion views.
Yeah,
so it was bigger. How You Like That has over 1 billion. Do is closing in on 2 billion. I mean, they got like 6 songs over 1 billion views. So that's not one of them, I don't think. So, but it's still good. I love everything Blackpink. Honestly, man, Blackpink has become my favorite musical artist. And that's something I never would have anticipated. But I mean, I'm in work all day. Like, I'm just jamming with Blackpink. Seriously, but go ahead.
No, I feel that. Like I get it.
Yeah,
But,
kind of like you like Bad Bunny, right?
yeah,
That's
love
kind of your
that.
thing. Yeah.
Love that funny.
All right, Boombayah.
Blackpink in your area. Blackpink in your area. Being a bad girl, I know I am. And I'm so hot, I need a fan. I don't want a boy, I need a man. Click, clack, bada bing, bada boom. 문을 박 차면 모두 날 바라본 굳이 애써 노력 안 해도 모든 남자들의 코피가 팡팡팡 팡팡 바라바라 팡팡팡 지금 날 위해 축배를 짠짠짠 Hands up 내 손에 butterfly 해니 네가 말로만 듣던 걔가 나야 Jenny 춤추는 불빛은 날 감싸고도 Black to the pink 어디서든 특별해 Oh yes 쳐다보 We're gonna wanna dance Like 따라라란딴 따라라란딴 부르던 밤 좋아 이 분위기가 좋아 좋아 난 지금 네가 좋아 정말 반했어 오늘 밤 너와 춤추고 싶어 Boombayah Yeah 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 Boombayah Yeah 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 Boombayah Yeah 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 Boom boom ba boom boom ba Oppa Yeah 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 Boom boom ba Boombayah Blackpink
Blackpink in your area. Man, I'll tell you what, I want Blackpink to come to my area. They're supposed to be coming back, making a comeback probably this year. I mean, it has to be. And the next world tour is supposed to be starting like shortly after. So come on to the Music City or nearby. Let's go. They went to Atlanta. Yeah, I really love this song. I gotta say, I think I love it more than than Whistle. It's obviously very heavy dance, bass. Got a lot of energy. They got a lot of energy. They look great. Good dancing. Yeah, your thoughts?
This was on my like years ago. I have like this K-pop playlist. This was on it, and I was like,
Really?
yeah, I did not realize. I'm like, oh wow, I do know this. I'm like, oh,
So
like,
yeah,
all right.
okay.
So
So
shout out to them.
you were jamming with Blackpink back a ways, huh?
Like, hey, 2017 was a special year. A lot of things happened.
All right. Yeah. I'm feeling it.
이제 달려야지 뭘 어떡해 난 철없어 겁없어 man Middle finger up F you pay me 90s baby I pump up the jam 달려봐 오빠야 Lambo 오늘은 너와 나 젊음을 gamble 감히나 막지마 혹시나 누가 날 막아도 I'ma go brrr Rambo 네 손이 내 허리를 감싸고도 Front to my back 내 몸매는 특별해 네 눈빛은 I know you wanna touch Like touch 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 두루루빠 좋아 이 분위기가 좋아 좋아 난 지금
Oh, she's sweating. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of liking that. Got rose sliding under them, and they're kind of like all falling back on each other. I'm feeling it.
It's just it's definitely just at like a completely different level than Whistle, if that makes sense.
Well, I think it's a bit of a different thing, but yeah.
No, different thing, but like production wise, dancing wise, like there's
No.
it's just like this is obviously a step up from the same from something different, you know?
And again, it's either their co-first or their second song. I'm not sure. So
Why
kind of right out the gate, right?
Just
you
wild.
know, they had it going on. I mean, they trained for like 5 years, so
I
and they
mean,
beat out who knows how many people.
at the
They
very least,
got put together because of their chemistry.
at the
So
very least, you know, you have to put something on the page, you know.
yeah.
네가 좋아 정말 멋있어 오늘 밤 너와 춤추고 싶어 Boombayah Yeah 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 Boombayah Yeah 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 Boombayah Yeah 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 Boom boom ba boom boom ba oppa Yeah 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 Boom boom ba boom ba yeah 오늘은 내 가슴 따윈 버리고 하늘을 넘어서 올라갈 거야 끝을 모르게 빨리 달리고 싶어 Let's go Let's go 오늘은 내 가슴 따윈 버리고 하늘을 넘어서 올라갈 거야 끝을 모르게 빨리 달리고 싶어 Let's go Let's go
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That's like that's workout music, right?
Right.
Definitely. Dance music, workout music, just hype music.
It's good. It made me kind of just think about how like just the differences between like Western artists and Western groups versus like Korean groups as a whole. Like we don't know their drama, but it kind of makes me think like, oh, is there somebody who believes that they're the Beyonce of the group? Is there somebody who believes that they're like the Zayn Malik of the group who's just gonna like drop off?
Right.
Like how is it like they're in? I don't know. I don't know what the obsession of like interpersonal relationships are, but like I don't know. I kind of now want to know like what is theirs? Was that in the documentary?
Well, they have multiple documentaries, but the main one is Light Up the Sky. It's on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, I definitely recommend it because that's actually how I got into Blackpink is through that documentary. I watched Squid Game and then I just started watching other K-dramas and I somehow stumbled upon Light Up the Sky and I was like, oh man, these girls look interesting. And then I was like, I'm gonna look up their music and I was like, you know, kind of blown away. And ever since then, you know, I've got a channel that I'm doing almost exclusively Blackpink. It wasn't really intended that way, but they're so popular and I'm coming up upon 1K subscribers now. So, I mean, they are very popular. Yeah, and I completely understand why. So I'm a Blink now, definitely.
Feel it. I love that.
Yeah. Hey, it's unexpected, but by the way, though, speaking of drama, K-dramas are very good. I mean, there's several I would recommend that we'll check. Aside from like the obviously Squid Game, I'm sure you've heard of that. But like My Name is one, and then All of Us Are Dead is a big zombie one.
I tried it, didn't do it.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
man, you got to stick with it. I think it's the best zombie anything, movie, series, anything.
It's
Like
the
Walking Dead. Walking Dead has gotten so bad to me and so boring. Nothing happens. This to me, it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. And there's very little in it that's not interesting. It's just like in parts they get like stuck in one part of the school, and it's kind of like it's a little slow. But aside from that, I loved it, man. I go back, check it out again, give it a chance.
I'm telling you, no, it wasn't like I wasn't crying. It's just the fact that like, so I was watching, I was interested. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, and then it was the fact of like, I was like, you know what? I really am just not feeling the zombies at the moment. Like, I just can't do it. So after that, and I like because I remember seeing like I saw like the first like 30 minutes of it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But then like the zombie aspect of it all, I was like, do I really want to go through all of this? Because it's not that it's like battle royale, but like
it's a little different though from what you've seen before. I think it's got its own slant. So
right.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jaden, thanks for being on, man. You guys like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next.
Foresight paradigm, fine. A foresight paradigm. Foresight paradigm, you fine. A foresight paradigm. I fight for sight.